The Indian caste system is an age-old practice centered around social hierarchy where people are segregated based on different classes called varnas. People still conform to the system as it is seen as an integral element of a community. Look at this map of India showing the number of households practicing untouchability. Contrary to popular belief, casteism plays a major role in one's life, determining one's education, employment, and social status in India. Many rape cases here, such as the infamous Hathras gang rape, caste domination was seen as the main motive of the rapists. Self-perception theory is a concept which suggests that people can't directly infer their attitudes. Individuals have to play the role of an outsider to determine the behavior of others or themselves, as everyone depends on the same social cues which are displayed as external behavior. It also shows that attitudes change depending on the context. In the cartoon experiment by Bem in 1965, the participants were asked to answer basic questions in the presence of a recording tape recorder to which two colored lights were attached. When the amber light was switched on, the participants had to respond truthfully, and in the presence of a green light, the participants had to make up a false answer. This tricked the subject into believing that they speak the truth in the presence of an amber light. The lights were reversed for half the subjects. This was a training session after which they were given a set of comic strips which they had previously declared neutral in terms of humor. The participants were instructed to either answer that the comic strip was funny or unfunny. After the subject had made each statement and the recorder and light had been turned off, he was asked to indicate his actual attitude toward the cartoon on an attitude scale. Interestingly, the attitudes of the subjects changed according to the light, although in the second session they were not asked to follow the light indication. This shows that we are at the mercy of our circumstances, that we are puppets controlled by our perspective of other people's perceptions. What if this phenomenon has been magnified to an extent that our belief systems are largely dependent on an environment where every individual is dependent on other person's actions? Self-awareness is necessary to figure out if our beliefs are a product of our rational thinking or a product of blind acceptance of society. Self-perception theory states that induced emotions can change behavior. If people make a conscious decision to unlearn hatred induced by society, casteism will gradually fade away. Casteism must also be a topic debated in classroom settings, a social issue tackled through implementing laws that reprimand those unfairly benefiting from the system, and thus creating equal opportunities for all. By regularly questioning our belief systems and having open-minded discussions, clarity on social constructs can be achieved. When each one of us divert our thoughts towards meaningful and individualistic decisions, casteism can be hopefully eradicated.